out like I'm Dolph, I'm moving keys with a Glock. Gotta keep the trap clean, I'm pushing peas with a mop. We don't do the debit cards, all my pockets filled with knots.
What up, guys? Beard Bros back at it. We got a sweet little topic for discussion. You guys, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, especially if you enjoy this. So today's topic is going to be dynasties, sports dynasties. What are your thoughts? Are they good for the sport? What defines a dynasty? And are we coming to maybe an end of an era where dynasties are going to be farther in between or maybe go extinct? So we're going to discuss, give you guys our opinions, and kind of go from there. So let's start with this. I want to know what you think defines a dynasty. What do you think is a dynasty?
It does. I think it differs between sports, though. Like,
Okay, give me an example.
like in football, it's harder to win a championship. I think it's a lot harder. We've seen it. The good ones only win a few.
Okay.
Unless you're great like Montana, you're like Tom Brady's. Of course, they're the greatest, so they won more than everybody else.
Okay.
But like, look at Drew Brees, Peyton Manning's. They only won 1 and 2. Aaron Rodgers only won 1 or 2, and he's considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. So in that sense, if you win 2 to 4 at that range, that your team's considered.
So, but 2 or 4 in a career.
Oh yeah.
So that makes a dynasty.
Yeah, because you got to think, if you're on the same team and you win 2 to 4, you're already in the top 5 most championships in the league.
But I feel like you're more talking about legacy than dynasty.
Well, if you're on the same team,
yeah, but the thing is if someone, like, let's say Mahomes is the 1-2, okay? And then let's say he goes and wins 2 more, but not till, like, let's say 10 years from now. Team's going to definitely be different. Andy Reid may not be there. Travis Kelce, let's just say Travis is the only piece that him and Travis stick together. Are they a dynasty?
well,
If
yeah,
that's that far apart?
yeah, I would say so. Why not? Like, the Steelers are considered a dynasty, and they've won multiple
But
championships in
the
different
Steelers,
eras.
though, stop, Thule. Go to your bed. She's all licking me. I'm just thinking, though, like, at least, okay, let us know what you think. But for me, a dynasty is like when you win so many championships within like a small window. Like the Astros have won 2 World Series in 5 years. The Warriors won 4 in like 7 years or something like that. Like the Miami Heat with LeBron, they only won 2 in what? I think it was 4 years or something like that. 5 years, however long he was there. Like to me, that's what the dynasty is. Now, a well-run organization, like let's say the Steelers, they've won 6 Super Bowls, but they weren't like in the span of like 5 years or so.
But they call them a dynasty.
No, I don't.
They call the Yankees a dynasty, the Lakers a dynasty.
I don't think they call them a dynasty. Like I said, I think they call them a well-ran organization. They're a winning organization. That's what I think they define.
So you have to. This is just one era of the champion.
Yes, like it's all about, like, a dynasty to me is like a group. Like it's like Steph, Clay, and Draymond. That's your core. They won what, 4? I think it's 4 total. That to me is a dynasty. That same winning 3 is the core.
So if they retire and there's another couple players playing,
Then they could become a dynasty. Like let's say Poole and whoever the other 2 people could be.
So does it run on? It doesn't.
No, not with him. Not like he doesn't get to feed off of someone else's accomplishments.
Oh, so
like he's a champion, but it's only due.
So like super teams, pretty much. Like
It doesn't have to be super teams. Like I'm trying to think of a team that was not a super team, but like, do we consider San Antonio a super team when they had Duncan and Ginobili and Parker? Like, are they a super team? Because they drafted those guys. They didn't go and fucking trade. Like, they didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's a lot of teams, though. A lot of teams draft players and win.
No, because
Astros?
that's why they're well, Astros are. That's what I'm saying. There's very few. I think that like Curry and them were drafted, but then you look at like LeBron and them. They didn't get drafted by LA. They were.
But they're not a dynasty.
No, not okay. So then like LeBron and the Heat and Wade and them. They
So
were
the only one too. Is that a dynasty?
okay. So you're getting the idea though,
Yeah,
right?
I see what you're saying, but I'm trying to figure out like what defines it then.
So and
'Cause
please, if you guys think differently, let us know. But to me, a dynasty is when you have a core of players that stick together and they end up winning multiple championships in a small window.
So is this a one group of players?
Yes, like Jalen Hurts and that core. If they were to go back to the Super Bowl, win this year, and then like maybe win another one or two in the next like 3 to 4 years, I would consider them a dynasty.
Okay.
Like right now, okay, so for instance, Travis Kelce came out on his podcast and was talking about the Chiefs being a dynasty since they've won 2 out of the last 4 years. You said that it's harder to win in the NFL. And I agree.
Yeah.
100%. That is the hardest championship I think there is to win. And now that's a different debate. What's the hardest championship to win? Maybe outside of like the World Cup, I would say the NFL is literally the hardest championship to win back-to-back or ever. There's so many players. Dan Marino was probably top 3 quarterback of all time and never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think he only got there one time.
Okay.
So, but nonetheless, I still don't think that they're a dynasty. They've been on top, and maybe we're lowering our expectations now that because it's so rare for people to win. Like, do you believe that there's ever going to be, or not ever, but do you think it's going to happen any more often than it has in the last like 20 years? Because I think Tom Brady and the Patriots won back to back like mid 2000s. No one's won back to back Super Bowls since then. Not a team
Do I
since.
think somebody's gonna do it?
Do you think it's more of a rare commodity, or like what's your percentage out of 100?
Rare when he did it. No one
But that's
really
what I'm
did
saying.
it.
No one does it now,
Yeah,
and
no
that's
one-
why I'm
no
saying,
one
are
did
we
it, though.
lowering our expectations for dynasties?
Yes, because because it's high now because of Brady. He's winning so damn much.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like the
Is
Patriots-
Kelsey trying to downplay dynasties because he's saying that they're a dynasty, and I'm thinking, well, you really haven't done anything that, to me, that impresses me to say you guys are top tier.
See, I'm the opposite. They've done enough in 4 years, 2 championships. That's a lot, and they're still fairly young.
They are young.
So it's like,
But I would say if they won one more in the next, I'd say 2 years. I give them 2 years because that's 3 in 6 years. That means you've won half. I know 2 is half of 4. But 2, to me, they won the first out of the 4 and then the last out of the 4. That means there was 2. There was 2 teams at least better than them, we'll say, because they did make the Super Bowl one of the years when Tom Brady and them beat them. And then last year, before they won, the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, and now they went back. So
but it's like they either lose in the conference finals or the Super Bowl.
right, and that's kind of what
That's what I'm
Travis Kelce's
saying.
argument was. Is like, well, we're always in it. I'm like, yeah, by all means, you are always in it. But are we giving awards out like we talked on the podcast to just like participation? Because
Well, no.
to me, participation, like, that's not enough. Maybe if you're a Cowboy fan, you get to the NFC Championship. Yeah,
No, but
that's
we're
a
talking accolades though. Like you're getting to the conference championship, you're getting to the Super Bowl. That's or 2 options in that.
pretty much for them.
For them, so it's like you're there. Like it's not like if they're just like, oh, let's
Make it to the playoffs and lose.
Yeah, or they're not even doing nothing. They haven't won a
Okay.
championship.
No, by all means, I think you're right.
I think they're a dynasty. I think they are. In my
And
opinion, I think they are.
Do you guys think they're a dynasty? Because I'm curious on whether or not Chiefs are a dynasty. Okay, so back to my question. Outside of football, though, like the Warriors are the last dynasty.
Yeah.
And right now, there's really not a team
That you could say, yeah.
like even like if Denver wins, maybe
They would have to win a couple
Yeah, they'd have to win a few
in a quick span, like back
yeah,
to
like
back
4
or
years they
2,
had to
4.
win. Okay, and then hockey, it happens pretty often. Like the Penguins, I think, were the last team to go back to back. And then, like baseball, it's the Astros right now. They're in the conversation of like the Chiefs. They've won 2 of the last 5. Mm-hmm. They've been to the conference championship every year.
Yep.
But are they a dynasty?
In baseball, yeah, I would think so. And then in this era right now, I would consider them.
See, and to me, even an Astro fan, to me, a dynasty is when you win 3. That's my bottom line. It's 3, and that's it. Like, Warriors won 4. They had already been a dynasty with 3. And then they won 4. And it was like, well, there's no question.
So there hasn't been a dynasty since
Tom Brady and
since
them.
Lakers, pretty much.
Yes,
Lakers
I
and Tom
agree.
Brady.
100%, I agree. The Lakers were the last dynasty in the early 2000s.
Technically just Kobe, pretty much, if you want to be.
Well, it's Kobe and Shaq and Phil Jackson. That's the core. Like right now, it's Steve Kerr, Clay, the team. And then right now, it's Patrick, Andy Reid, Kelsey. I think Chris Jones has been there for both of them. Mm-hmm. But I still think they're one chip away. 1-1. That's it. I know it sounds like, well, fuck, they already won 2. And I'm like, well, yes. But there's so many teams that have 3 that are dynasties.
I think you also have to have that guy, though, like Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant, the Tom Brady's, the
Altuve, Steph Curry, Tom Brady.
Yeah, now
you have to have that.
Because now you have Jordan and all the young guys that are coming in.
They were not part of that first one, and now they're a part of this one. But they got to do it again.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you cheated and won. Who cares? Still won. You got over that. You won again. You've been to every conference championship. But this is the year where you put it to them and say, we are the best team in the last 6 years. And if you could put back-to-backs, we're the best.
There hasn't been a back-to-back, I think, since 2009 or something.
Yeah, and it was the Yankees.
Yeah, I think that
was it. That's why I think the Chiefs have to do it one more time. Now, Travis Kelce thinks they're a dynasty. I'm sure there was people on ESPN today saying they're a dynasty.
I think so because, like I said, you're there. Like the Astros, they're there every time.
Right.
Either they lose in the conference, they go to the World Series, win or lose. Like they're there. So I think when you're in that discussion, like LeBron when he was at Cleveland, when he was going to like whatever amount of championships he was going to. That was a dynasty. He didn't win a lot, but he was that guy that was getting him to the ship. He was win or lose. Like if Hurts keeps going back and like wins maybe 1, but he's been there 4 times, it's like, okay, y'all's team has a core, y'all could win, but it just takes the right matchup.
Right.
Like sometimes it doesn't take you to win like a lot. It just makes you. It just depends if you're in the competition. I guess championships matter, but it's like if you're in the competition of winning.
But that's what I think is the whole. That to me is the whole. The only way you could be a dynasty is if you're winning ships.
But like the Bills were a dynasty in the 90s,
I
but
don't
they didn't
think
win.
So. That's where
they were the best in the AFC.
It don't matter. You could get there 100 times in a row.
So the Cleveland wasn't a dynasty.
No.
God, damn,
no,
that's crazy.
There's no way. LeBron, for his legacy, that's different. That to me is not a dynasty. You getting to the championships don't make you a dynasty. To me, that's your legacy. That makes LeBron a legend.
But like, just think about it. Like, who's won a lot that's not a dynasty? Steelers, they're not a dynasty then.
No, because I think Roethlisberger only won 2.
But they're the second.
They got the most championships. They have 6. No one else has 6. Oh, wait.
Patriots.
Patriots have 6.
That's what I'm saying. But Patriots are considered a dynasty.
But, see, that's what I'm saying, though. It was Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Like you said, it was Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. It didn't matter who else was on those other teams. Like, the rest of the players, because Steve Kerr wasn't there for all those championships. He was only there for the back 3. He wasn't there for the front 3. Pippen was there the whole time. Rodman was there, I think, the whole time. But then, like, Ron Harper wasn't there. Kemp wasn't always there. Grant wasn't always there. There was players that weren't there, but then they ended up, like, they're players that come to your mind. It's like Robert Horry. He wasn't there for all the Lakers championships, but he was there when it mattered. It was like...
Do we consider the Spurs a dynasty?
I do, because that 3 was the 3 forever. Like...
But could that be multiple dynasties in an era? Because you had Lakers.
Because see, I think they think that Lakers are a dynasty in the late 2000s when they won the back-to-backs and whatever. But to me, that
Magic
wasn't
like a legacy, like a dynasty.
who?
Magic in them.
Oh, the Lakers? That was Showtime. Yeah, they were a legacy. They won.
So you can have multiple eras of legacy?
Yes,
oh,
but
okay.
the thing is that's what I'm trying to say is the difference between a dynasty and a winning franchise is exactly what you said. Magic and them were a dynasty in their
I get it now.
small
No, I
core.
get it now. I get it
Okay.
now. So it don't
It's
matter
like
how many championships you have, as long as that one core is winning multiple championships.
Yes,
as many
that's
as,
the team.
Many
That's
as
the
many.
core.
I get it now.
That's the team.
I was like the whole organization, but no, I get it now. So.
Okay, so now that you understand, like, that's why I think it's hard. I think it's going to get harder. And that's why I think Travis Kelce's trying to bring the expectations down
So you think
as far as what we consider a dynasty.
So you think it's dead? Do you agree with him?
I don't think it's dead. Like I said, I just think we're lowering our expectations because of how hard it is. It's like, well, you won 2 in 4 years. It's like, well, hold up though. Like, what are you considering like the Warriors one of the best teams of all time? Because they got 4 in 7 years. Is that the best team like ever? Are they like better than almost? Are they on top of like they're right there with the Bulls? Like, I don't think so. The Bulls won 6 in 7 years, or I think it's 8 years. So that's where I get a little weird because like the Patriots won 3 in 4 years. Early 2000s when they won their first 3 Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. That to me is 3 in 4 years. Nobody does that. That means you were the best team basically in 4 years.
Yeah.
Like I think the Lakers had gone 3-peat, and I want to say we missed 1 year because it was like San Antonio or whoever won, and then the very next year we went and played the Pistons, which the Pistons beat us. But we were there again. We almost won 4 in 5 years. Like, if we had done that, that would have been like, bro.
But then they won 2 and 4 or 2 and 3.
But see, that's again, I'm like, I guess 3 is that number because no one's ever won 3 in a row. No sport, there's a team ever win 3 in a row.
What do you mean?
There's no sport that any champion has won 3. Like no team has won 3 championships in a row.
The Bulls won 3, and the Bulls.
Oh wait!
And then Bulls won 3 again.
Hold on. More than 3.
Oh.
That was my argument.
Oh, I was
more
like,
than
the Bulls
3.
won 3,
Like,
and then
the
they won 3, and then
is
the
the
Lakers
max.
won
The
3.
max.
Okay.
That's the max. So because it's so rare for that to happen, the next best thing is how quick do you get to 3?
Get to 3.
Get to 3.
Okay.
It's easy to get 2, I think. Not easy, but it's easier.
If you're that level of
yes,
dynasty.
like look at Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They won 3 and then they kept winning. They won 3 more and then
So it's hard to win them, but is it bad for sports to win that many in that many years? Like,
it depends. So I think it's fun because you get 2 sides. So like if a team's winning back-to-backs, like you almost start rooting against them. You're like, I want them to lose.
Yeah.
Like the last year with the Warriors, you're probably thinking like, I want kind of Boston to win because they haven't won it. Not me personally.
No, not me.
But I'm sure there was people like, I'm tired of the Warriors. I'd rather Boston get their 18th than the Warriors get their 4th and 7th. Like, I'm tired of the Warriors. I'm tired of Curry. It's probably how they were thinking about the Bulls. Like, I'm tired of the Bulls. Like, they've won 3. Now they're winning 3 more. When the Lakers win, they're like, I can't stand Kobe. Like, there was people probably didn't like Kobe because he was just kept winning. They were just like, dog, I'm telling you, there's people that don't like Lakers, but there was more people like, I don't want Kobe to keep winning. That fool's just too good. It's like LeBron. It's like, he may not have been a dynasty, but it was like, man, that's probably why I don't like LeBron more because it was just like, damn, no one could be LeBron. He's going to get there. He may not win it. Most of the time he didn't win it, but that motherfucker's going to get there. So to me, is it bad? I don't think it's bad. I think it's fun, but it does get old.
I don't think it's bad neither. I think it just depends on what side you're on. If you're rooting for the Warriors,
Well, if you're a Chiefs fan right now, you're on top of the world.
But if you're any other team that's playing them, like you said, you're rooting for again. Like
Yeah, I was literally going for the Eagles in a sense because I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes there.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's good, and I respect his game more than anything. But I'm like, I just don't like their vibes.
Yeah,
Like,
it reminds me of the dude I work with. He was like, I hope y'all win against the Warriors. He's like, I'm tired of the fucking Warriors. I was like, why are you tired of the Warriors? Bro, they don't ever win. Like, now they're winning, but it's like they never really won.
that's what I'm saying. So it just depends, like you said, where you stand. If you're a fan, you're all go.
You do become like a rival, though, of those teams. Like, if Patrick Mahomes keeps winning, you're going to like, come on,
It's like when
Bengals, fucking get his ass.
like
get his
Joe
ass.
Burrow. Like right now, I'm like, but I am a fan of Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Like low key, I am a fan. If Justin Herbert does, like if one of those teams, like if Justin, Trevor, I'm a big fan of the younger group. Like I'm not a big fan of Josh Allen. I'm not a big fan of Lamar Jackson. I'm not a big fan of Patrick Mahomes, but I am a fan of Trevor Lawrence. I am a fan of Justin Herbert. I am a fan of like the younger core quarterbacks coming up. So if they were to go on a run, like if the Chargers just started winning Super Bowls, I'd be on that wave of like, heck yeah, bro, that's my squad. Like I'll go for them fools.
I don't know. It gets repetitive, but
when it's a guy that I like I've liked Herbert since coming out of college. So to me, I'm a fan. Now, I'm not a fan of the newer guys coming in like Young and Stroud, and I'm not really a fan of. I don't even think they're that good. So if they were to start winning, I'd be on the Patrick Mahomes wave of like, I don't want to see you win.
you don't like those fools?
I just don't think they're that good. Now, they might end up being Patrick Mahomes. Who knows? But it's just one of those. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know. I now thinking about it, it might be bad. I get tired of watching the same team win.
But you have to think of it this way. Is it bad that those teams are good, or is it worse for the teams that aren't popular? Like whenever the Suns played Milwaukee, I don't think I watched any of that, and I'm a big sports fan. So it's like, I know we don't have to worry about ESPN or whoever's CBS or whatever ratings, but would you not agree that brings down their ratings?
That'd probably been the shittiest one. Either this one or that one, because who wants to watch Denver?
But at least it's Miami. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like Miami's popping.
Who
People
the fuck
like
cares about Phoenix and Milwaukee?
No one's visiting Phoenix and no one's going to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like
those are two ass
that's
cities.
very strange of teams.
Yeah, that's an ass.
At least right now you got Miami.
Yeah, at least
Denver
you got-
is an outlier, but Miami's popping.
Miami is probably one of
Like
the,
I'm expecting Game 3 to be lit.
Yeah, you're gonna see all the celebrities.
DJ Khaled. I
Rick
won't doubt
Ross.
if Logan Paul and them are there. Like
Kodak Black's probably. Yeah, you're gonna have big names, all the big fuckers.
Yep.
You probably even see Dale. Probably see Pitbull out there.
that's what I'm saying, man. Is Miami's a popping spot,
Yeah.
and you don't mind them being in the finals. But when it's those other random teams, like when it was Cincinnati versus the Rams, like yeah, LA Rams, but are the Rams really like that popping? I'd probably put the Trojans over the Rams any day. Like the Rams are just not. Even the Chargers aren't on that level, to be honest.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. It sucks having dynasty sometimes.
It does. Where do you guys stand? Where do you guys stand on dynasties? What do you think's a dynasty? Are dynasties dying? And are they good for the sport? Like, is it good that the Astros constantly are in the conference championship? And,
Good for me.
I mean, yeah, for us, we're fans. Yeah, we want to see that every year.
And I know there's people probably like hating us. So.
Oh, they hate us even before last year. They were hating us because we cheated or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm kind of hating on Patrick Mahomes. I like Patrick Mahomes, but I don't want him to win him another one.
No, I don't want to see them again. I don't want to see them
At least not for at least
a few
Yeah,
years.
a couple years. You go
Yeah,
do
like
a
go
couple.
like 4 or 5 years without winning one and then win one. I'm cool with that. But I'm just kind of tired of seeing you there.
Yep.
Like it's not personal. It's just
It's like when he gets there, he's gonna win.
well, so far, yeah, he's been there 3 times and won twice.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, bro. Like,
And the only person that beat him was the GOAT.
so I don't know. It's tough to say it is bad. It's not bad. It depends. Like I said, it depends on the side you're on. If you're on the side of winning, yeah, you're gonna be happy.
Yeah, if it's your team.
It's like a superhero. If you're on the side of good, then it's always good. But if you're on the side of evil, there's gonna be fucking ass beating coming.
Pretty much. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that small little. I don't even know how long we went. I think it says 20 minutes. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to do a little bit more of this. If you guys got topics that you want to hear us talk about, let us know in the comment section. Please like, please subscribe. Till next time with the Beard Bros. Peace.